Welcome back to another video. So you already know the competition. One video gaming console to another. From the new Xboxes to the new PlayStations. But there is one console that seems like everyone is forgetting about, and that's the Nintendo Switch Lite. This is Nintendo's cheaper of the two models, and the other model is called the Nintendo Switch. Let's start off with its design. It feels great in the hand, and it also looks so well built. They sell 4 different colors, including coral, and when comparing it to Apple's iPhone, the iPhone XR, the coral color looks a little bit different to me. I also bought a cool case for my Nintendo Switch Lite. The color of my Nintendo Switch Lite is yellow. It kind of looks like Pikachu to me. It's pretty cool. Anyways, like I said earlier, it feels so well built. It has this sort of matte textured finish. I personally love it. The joysticks also feel very nice. There's also a home button and even a button for taking screenshots. One thing I know everyone will love is an existence of a headphone jack.
Could it be? A headphone jack?
There are very tactile volume buttons and a power button as well. I personally do not know what these plus and minus switches do, so let me know down in the comments if you know. There are 2 slots for SD cards and game cards. Another thing I know people will love is the USB Type-C port. It's good to see that. The triggers on the back also feel very tactile and also very reliable for games. The D-pad feels great too. The screen is made of plastic, so it shouldn't break easily like glass does. The B, A, X, Y keys, however, are a bit confusing to me. I'm not a gamer, but when comparing these buttons to my Xbox controller, there is a bit of getting used to because of the different arrangement. Now let's talk about the experience. Gaming on the Switch feels very intuitive. You don't feel anything when you grab or jump in games because it lacks a motor, unlike the normal Nintendo Switch. The operating system feels familiar as well, especially coming from a Wii made by Nintendo. Next, let's talk about accessories. Before purchasing, my mom, and my dad decided to get a case for the Switch Lite. I didn't understand why, except that continuous thought of protection. But still, I purchased one and I liked it. It felt solid and grippy. The back of the case felt great. It acts as a handle for the case. Best of all, it gives the Switch Lite more durability. Finally, portability. Unlike the other gaming consoles, Nintendo's top priority looks like making their products more portable. So now your gaming console is no longer sticking on to the outlet any longer. Now we've come to something different for this review. One friend of mine actually has their own Switch Lite, so I let him share his thoughts on the product. Hope you enjoy. So thank you for coming on to my channel. So I have a few questions for the Nintendo Switch Lite. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
What do you think of its design? How would you rate it?
I would probably rate it a 9 out of 10 because it's basically the normal Switch, but it's just without the Joy-Con. You can't take off the sides, and you can't put it on a TV, and there's no kickstand. But that's fine. What matters, what matters about a console is that if it's like good to use and it's comfortable.
Yeah, I think I mentioned in the review that that it's portable. You don't need to plug it into a wall.
Have you ever heard of the console 3DS?
No.
I feel like this is Nintendo's way of saying goodbye to that handheld console, you know?
Why so?
Because the Nintendo 3DS was a portable only, and it's basic, it's like, I don't know if you've heard of the Wii U, but it's basically like that, and the Nintendo Switch Lite is basically like Nintendo's way of saying goodbye to the 3DS.
Yeah. And what do you think? Why don't you mind that they removed the Joy-Con?
I mean, I kind of do mind because like if you do like want to if you wanted to play a game without with the Joy-Cons, like it would have been nice, but like it's still fun. But the thing is, Joy-Cons are really expensive. They're like $100, and so it's pretty bad, but it's still okay.
Yeah. And I know on smartphones they removed the headphone jack. So what do you think of the headphone jack here?
Well, I think the headphone jack is fine. I'm pretty fine with it because I can use my headphones on it. But the problem is that if you don't have wired headphones and you only have Bluetooth headphones, that's a problem because you can't hook Bluetooth headphones to the Nintendo Switch or Nintendo Switch Lite.
That's very interesting. And why do you pick a? Oh, and what color did you get for the Nintendo?
Oh, I got the gray one.
And why did you pick that one?
Two reasons. Because I really like the gray aesthetic and the gray and white color combination, and because it was the only color they had in this display.
Oh, that's very interesting. What do you think of the touch screen?
Touchscreen I don't use much, but it's still nice and handy dandy to use.
Yeah, I kind of like the touch screen because they do have an on-screen keyboard.
And one thing you can do on the Nintendo Switch is that if you're on the home page or basically anywhere when you're not playing a game, you can use the right joystick to navigate.
Yeah, I think I mentioned that in the review that it's kind of like the Wii, right? It's like very interactive. It's similar.
Yeah,
Anyways, thank you for coming on. Um, I hope you enjoy your Nintendo Switch.
no problem, man. You enjoy yours.
Anyways, that's it for the review. Special thanks to my friend for being on, and thank you for watching.